Hey everyone, this is Laura and welcome to my channel. Happy Friday to all. Today I'd like to do a video sharing with you one of the projects that I've just recently made for Diamond Dies using one of their newer dies that was just released, which is the Dogwood flower die set. It's an amazing flower die set. But before I get to that project and tutorial, I just want to share some information with you guys really quickly. First of all, the dies on DIemondDies.com are still on sale. And if you use my coupon code, thanks Laura, you will receive an additional 10% off the already sale price, which means, guys, that all dies right now at Diamond Dies are 20% off. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I did get some Valentine's Day money. So for those of you who are looking to make some purchases for some scrapbooking goodies, I encourage you, this is one of the places to go. Also, all orders $35 and more ship for free, which is another amazing thing about Diamond Dies that I love so much. So guys, go on over to the store, pick up your dies, and get those discounts because I don't know how much longer those sale prices will be up. My discount coupon code, thanks Laura, you can use anytime. That's not going away. That doesn't expire. It doesn't end. However, the sale that's going on right now at Diamond Dies may end any day now because it was the Valentine's Day sale. And to be totally honest, I'm surprised it's still going on. I thought it would have been done by now, but no, D is still running that sale, guys. So go on over quickly and get your dies. The other thing that I wanted to mention was that Diamond Dice is still hosting their monthly card exchange, which is a secret card swap among people who would like to share a card. The only rule or regulation, besides the fact that you have to make your partner a card, of course, is that you make the card using at least one diamond die. Now, I personally like to make a blank card to give as a gift so that that person can use it however they want, but you don't have to. You can either write on it or leave it as is. The other announcement is that Diamond Dice is still having their monthly Make It with Diamond Dice, which basically is that you can make whatever project you want, whether it's a tag, a layout, an altered item, a card, an ATC, anything you want, as long as you use one diamond die on your project and your project is new. For every project that you post a picture of on Facebook, you will gain an entry to the monthly giveaway at the end of the month. And we've had quite a few winners already, guys. So if you want a chance to win some gift certificates to go towards a purchase of a die or a new die, go on over, check out both events over at the Diamond Dies Facebook page. I will have all the links for the store, the Facebook page, and the YouTube channel in my description box below for you guys. So go on over, check everything out, read the information below, and have some crafty fun. So I created this 6x6 card quite some time ago. I actually made this the same night that I had received my new diamond dies. I think in that release video, you may have seen a quick sneak peek of my card. I actually did it the same night, but with Valentine's Day that came so quickly, I was not able to share the card or do the tutorial for the flowers just yet until now. So this is the card I made. It is a 6x6 card. I did use the Fairy Rhymes paper stack, and I love these papers. I also used a piece of black cardstock from Basil, and I just cut that in half. It was a 12 by 12. I cut it down to 6 by 6. I also use some green shimmery cardstock, and of course you can't see the shimmer too much there, but it is one of those shimmer papers also from Basil. I use my We Are Memory Keepers Corner Punch. I can never ever say that. Oh, I get so tongue-tied. I also used for the branches, and I stamped it out with my archival cocoa ink, some branches using this stamp set by Stampology, and it's silhouette blooms, and I really used it more for the branches. I covered up most of the flowers and flower buds with my own flowers, and I also used also from Diamond Dies, the Labels One nesting die set. And the sentiment in the center of the card is an Amy R. sentiment from one of my stamp sets that I purchased over at the Not Too Shabby shop. Now these dogwood flowers are the ones that I am going to do a tutorial on. And as you can see, I just love dogwood flowers. I really do. I created them, and I'm going to create some with you now. I also added some bling, and I added some little leaves from some die cut pieces that I had in my stash as well. And they do come in 4 sizes. You have the large, the medium, which one is the small? Oh, this one is the small, and then this one is the extra small one. And I just think they're so pretty. I can't wait to do a layout, which is what I want to work on this weekend. So, and these are some examples. That's how I use them on a project. This is what they look like when I am making them all on their own. Another thing I can use, and I want to bring your attention real quick to the center of my flowers. I don't know if you guys, I hope the camera's going to pick this up. But can you see the fuzziness? Maybe this one will share a little bit better. I don't know if you guys can see the center. There we go. It's kind of fuzzy, and it almost looks like, I don't know, to me it looks very realistic as to what the center of flowers should look like. Well, that stuff is called Flower Soft, and this is what it looks like. And I have several containers of this stuff. This stuff this was gifted to me by my sister. She actually sent me, I believe it was 3 or 4 containers and a stamp that she used for it. And then I went and purchased several more. Well, the funny thing was about this stuff was I bought it and never used it. Like so many other things we buy, right? I did share a lot of the stuff with some friends, and I'm not gonna say I never used it. I used it about 3 or 4 times, and then I just forgot about it. But it's actually really cool, especially for the center of the flowers. And I think I've used it more for that purpose than anything else that it was intended for. But I really love this stuff because it really does give it dimension. It gives it a soft look, but it also gives your flowers texture, and it just brings it to life. So this is what I use for the center of my flowers. I love it. I have quite a few colors, and I also use this for my forget-me-not flowers, which I am also going to do a tutorial on, and that will probably be coming up in a day or 2. And this is what the dice look like. You have a large, medium, small, and an extra small. The set does cost, it's on sale right now for $8.99. So guys, with my coupon code, it's even cheaper than that. And honestly, I don't know where you're gonna find 4 dies. Look at how big this is. This is not small. So you're gonna get 4 dies for less than $9 to create these awesome, beautiful flowers. I think that is superb. Doesn't get better than that, I don't think. So this is what I like to do. I like to sit down sometimes and I'll be watching a program with my girls, or I'll be watching videos of friends, and I'm not really in the mood to create anything, but I'm in the mood to do something with my hands. I just have to keep my hands busy and my mind busy. So during those kind of moments is when I do my die cutting. And what I do is I'll just die cut tons of these little flowers shapes, and I'll put them in a little bag, and I'll cut them out in various color cardstocks, whatever I think I want to either learn to play with or just be adventurous. But for the most part, the flowers I will cut out of white cardstock. These particular flowers anyway. I've also used cream color cardstock, which is my favorite, but I did run out of that. I have to get more of the cream color cardstock. I went to town making these dogwood flowers. And just to share with you how many of them I was making the other night, I have my little flower box here. Yeah, these are all the flowers that I was creating because I want to do a layout. And as you can see, some of the flower soft came off on some of them. But this is my little cigar box where I'm putting them for now so they don't get squished. So let's make some flowers, guys. Okay, to create these flowers, like I said, and if you want to make them the way mine looks, this is the products that I use. You want some worn lipstick, Distress ink. I use also some Flower Soft. You're going to need a foam pad. I also use my 2 Pro markers in Baby Pink and Poppy. Like I said, I use this stamp set. You're also going to need some styluses. And I love these guys. I so recommend, if you're going to get into making paper flowers, there's lots of other kinds and they're all really nice. I do like them all, but this is my favorite by far. The McGill set. And I bought the complete set. It came with tweezers and a little pouch, and some of them also come with the foam. I so recommend that. I also used a very old, battered, and sticky brush that I have. Now this brush is purposely matted because I use this for inks. I also use this for glues, and I like to keep it like that. So I have what I call my little dirty brush. And I'll share with you what I do with this little dirty brush. This is my little secret weapon for all my flowers, actually. So the first thing I do, and I have a die cut of all 4 sizes. I'm going to do the large one so that hopefully that'll show up best on camera. If I have a chance, I'll do all of them. But you're going to start out with your flower. Now, what I like to do before I do anything to my flower is I like to paint it. And if you've seen photos of the dogwood flowers, they have like a nice deep color in the center. And this is why I said I like to have one of my little dirty brushes. It's really, really dark in the center, and then the color kind of fades as the leaves go out. So I'm going to start with my flower on that note. And this is how it should start looking. Oh, of course, I would have to pick a flower that had a stamped image in the back. Sorry about that, guys. It's no fun if you can see through and see something else on the other side of that. Okay. And this is what it's going to look like. I know it doesn't look pretty now, but it will. It will. Okay, so I just want to give it a nice soft look. And like I said, I want the darkest pink to be in the center, and then it just feathers out a little bit. Okay, so after you've done that, then I want to just add a little ink to all the edges. And I will distress all the little edges going all the way around with the worn lipstick. Then I will take my probe marker. Now, I will say this. If you're going to do this next step, you really need something that has a very fine point. I have these little nib tips that I can attach to my probe markers, and what it does is it creates a super, super fine line. And what I will do is I will just run that down the petal. You see what I did there? So that it sort of gives the illusion of these veins that are running through the flower. And I will just, come on camera, focus, focus, focus. There we go. Why aren't we focusing? Okay, while my camera decides to focus, I'll just be creating some more of these lines. Now, with that one petal that I just showed you, the line does look very thick because I was slow for the sake of the video, because I wanted to share with you. I was slow when I made the lines. So you want to make these lines, you want to just whoosh, whoosh, do it with a quick snap of the wrist. Just a nice quick little whip. And that way it does look like a whole bunch of veins. So rather than scoring my flower to pieces, I will create those little veins, and that will give it the illusion. If you look at the dogwood flowers, what they look like, it'll give it that illusion. So after I do that, now I'm going to take care of the little corners. And I don't know if you see on the flowers, they have these little crevices here. That's what makes the dogwood flower a dogwood flower. What I will do, going back to my colors, I use the same one, only this time I won't use it with the fine tip. I want the marker point, and I'll put a generous amount. And what I do is I'll color all the little divots or crevices. I'll give it some good color going around it, only because that's what the dogwood flowers look like. It has these, I don't even know what to call it, but it's almost like they have these little darkened spots on the petals of the dogwood flowers. Then I will add some of this poppy, but I'll only add it to the edge, very slight. See that? And I want it to bleed just a little bit. See that in the corner? I want it to bleed just a little bit because I want it to mix. And I don't want it to look blended. I want it to look like it bled into the pink, because that's what the flower looks like. It looks like the little corners were bleeding, and they're just really dark, and then they go light. And I love these flowers. See? And that's what I did for the corners. Then when that's done, now we get to the rolling part. Now, as you can see with your styluses, you have like these big ginormous balls, you have the medium-sized balls, the big balls. I like to go with, if I have a large flower, I want to do the least amount of work possible. I'm going to go with the biggest ball, only because I'm using the biggest petal. And I will roll on the opposite side of the petals that you colored and did all that work to. You want to do this on the side that has no ink, and I will just gently roll the ball over each petal, giving it shape and giving it life. It's going to curl up in the center. That's fine. That's exactly what you want. Then once you finish rolling all the leaves, you're going to turn it over. It's going to get bumpy like that. You just want to press this down in the center. That's going to create that little center hole there where you can now add your flower soft. Now, they do have some glue from Flower Soft that you can use for this. I think it's just Eileen's Tacky Glue. Only they call it Flower Soft glue. To me, it's the same exact glue. But this is what I use. I use my Eileen's big bottle of Tacky Glue. And I just add some to the center. And I don't put too much. That's about how much I put. Now, ordinarily, when I'm working with my Flower Soft, I'll do this over a tray or a piece of copy paper because I don't want to lose this stuff. And you see how pretty this is. All this is, from what I understood when it came out, is shaved styrofoam that are colored. I've seen videos of people that made their own. I tried it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way mine came out. It's the store-bought stuff, unfortunately for me, was a lot better than anything I made. So if you wanted to try to make your own, there are videos on YouTube, because this was really trendy about 8 years ago. So there's videos out there on how to make your own homemade Flower Soft. I never could perfect that. I just rather buy it. It was just too much trouble for me. So this is the Flower Soft in the middle of the flower. Doesn't she look pretty? So I think I'm going to make one more with you guys. I'll do the medium one. So again, I'm just going to go take my ink pad with my brush. And I'm just going to brush this stuff in the center. Like I said, you want a nice old dirty brush, one that you don't mind scruffing up, dirtying up, and that you won't clean too often so that it can maintain its stiffness. And I use this poor brush for everything, glue, you name it. Then we're going to go and just lightly, very lightly, brush the petals. Now, if you wanted to, and I didn't do this with the other flower, let's say you didn't want the flower white, which is beautiful just like that. You wanted a more pinky undertone to your flower. You can go in with the spun sugar and just color up your flower petals with the sponge sugar, and it will give it a nice light pink color, as you can see there. Then we get our marker pen. And we'll make those little veins. Whip, 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 whip. I'm telling you, I will sit down, guys, and like I said, whether it's watching videos of my friends, or if I have the telly on, I'll just bring this whole bag with me like so, and my little tools that I showed you here, and I'll sit in front of the TV and I'll just start making flowers. And that's what I did the other night. That's why that cigar box is full of them now. Then I will add ink to the little crevices on the petal. Now for the light pink, I'm extremely generous. I don't know if you guys can see that, and I should have said this before. I really do put on quite a bit of ink on the crevices, because when I go back with a darker color, that's the one that I do very light, not so much, not so thick. This is the red one. See, I just touch it slightly and I let it bleed in, because that's exactly what it looks like on camera. And I wish my camera would focus better for you guys so you can see that. Oh, there we go. Okay. See, I just barely touch it and I just let it bleed in. Just like so. I really, really hope you guys have the opportunity to go on over and pick up these dogwood flowers. Like I said, for less than 10 bucks, you will have these amazing, beautiful flowers that you can add to any little project you want, because they come in 4 different sizes. And if you do happen to purchase these and you do make some flowers with them, I would love it if you would let me know so that I can see your beautiful creations with them as well. Also, if you do purchase them and you do make them and you use them on a project, don't forget to post your amazing projects on the Diamond Die's Facebook page. Because if you do that, guess what, guys? You'll be entered automatically for the giveaway to win more dies at the end of the month. I'm telling you, that is so cool. How cool is that? I just love that. If I didn't have all these dice already, I would so participate in that. I would be making 4 to 5 projects every month to assure me that I was the winner so I could get all the dice. I would. I'm not lying. I would. So here we go, guys. Another flower. And look at how cute. Now, I will say this. Once you made these flowers, if you happen to have this flower soft product and you decide to use that for your flowers, one thing I do like to do after I make them, when I use them on a project, I will put a little bit of glossy accents on top to seal them so that the little flower centers don't fall off or don't get rubbed off, which is what I did on my project here, which is why they do look a little bit flatter, is because instead of glossy accents, well, actually I added the glossy accents, but then on top of that I added stickles. That's why they're so shiny in the center, and that made them really hard and really textured, and they're not going anywhere. It's not flaking off. It's not going to come off. I put plenty of glossy accents and sparkles on my flowers. And I really, really love the way they came out. Also, guys, I don't know if you've seen her channel or you know of her, but my dear sweet friend, who's also a DT for Diamond Dies, her name is Janice, and her YouTube name is Cleaner Than Jan. She also did an amazing tutorial on these flowers as well, which is a little bit different method than I did, but like I said, both ways are fun. I encourage you to go on over to her channel and check out her tutorial as well for these awesome, beautiful flower dies. She did an amazing job on her flowers as well, and they're so pretty. So you can also check out her channel for some inspiration and some tips. Oh, there we go. Like I said, if you do choose to pick up these awesome dies and you do create these flowers, I would love to see your creations. And go on over to my friend Janice's channel. Check out her lovely tutorial on these flowers as well. And go on over to the Diamond Dies Facebook page too. Who knows what they might have up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a very, very blessed day and enjoy your weekend. And I hope to have that the other flower set, the forget-me-nots. I'll be doing a tutorial hopefully on that flower set, if not today, tomorrow. So that's it, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.